class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Last year, right after Pesach, my good friend Beryl Weinberger called me and he tells me, I know that you're always on the lookout for great stories. I have an unbelievable story for you. He then proceeded to tell me this incredible story. The local shul where he davens was preparing for their annual dinner, and they invited Reb Shalom Rabashkin to be the keynote speaker. My friend was the MC for the event, so he and Reb Shalom were discussing what and when he would be speaking. At one point, Reb Shalom tells him, I plan to share a story at the dinner that I've never revealed to anyone. However, due to time constraints, Reb Shalom wasn't able to tell the story during the speech. But he did share it with my friend privately. And he proceeded to tell him this incredible story. It was the last Pesach that I was in prison in Otisville, and I was conducting a Seder for the Jewish inmates. And 8 Yidden showed up to my Seder. I sat at the head of the table, and on my right side sat 5 frum Jews, Shomer Torah mitzvahs. And on my left side sat 3 Jews that were totally unaffiliated from Yiddishkeit. So it was the night of the first Seder, and we were reciting Maggid. And when we reached the passage of ונצעק, I say, let's pause here for a moment, and let me explain to everyone the significance of the next passage. And I tell them, when we say ונצעק, it's an Eis Ratzon in Shemaim, and we can ask for whatever we need. So let's all get up and scream with all of our might, and ask and plead with Hashem that He should get us out of here this year. As I finished speaking, the 3 on my left side, the non-frum Jews, immediately got up with me. However, the 5 on my right side did not budge. They remained seated. So I turned to the first one and I asked him, why aren't you getting up? And he said, what's the point? My fate is sealed. The judge sentenced me to 8.5 years, and I still have 5 years to go. Then I asked the second one, and he tells me, I just spoke to my lawyer a few days ago, and he told me we have exhausted all of our appeals. There's no way of me getting out of here early. The third one tells me, Rabbi, I tried this last year. This doesn't work for me. There's no way I'm getting out of here this year. So why should I waste my energy? I'll just remain seated and say it quietly. Hashem already told me there's no point in davening. And the other 2 people gave me similar excuses. So Reb Shalom Rabashkin and the 3 Jews who barely knew anything about Yiddishkeit got up, and Rabashkin led them by davening and yelling ונצעק. They were screaming and crying so loud that the walls were shaking. And after a few minutes, they sat down and continued the Seder. Maaseh shehoya kach hoya. A few months later on Zois Chanukah, Reb Shalom Rabashkin and the 3 on the left side that stood up by ונצעק were pardoned by President Trump. And the other 5 who didn't get up remain in prison. Last year on Sukkot, I was giving a speech at a local shul, and I had the opportunity to say this story. After the speech, a person came over to me, and he tells me, I can testify that this story is 100% true. And I even know the names of the 3 that were pardoned. And I want to tell you that today, they are all frum Jews, Shomer Torah mitzvahs, because of this incident. What a story. Pesach is the Yontav of Amunah. If we believe that Hashem can perform open miracles for us during the month of Nisan, then anything is possible. So this year by the Seder, when you recite ונצעק, give it all you got. And remember, never stop davening, never stop believing, because the gates of heaven are never truly closed. And now, we know. Have a wonderful day.